Welcome back to News 3 Today at 11. Get ready for a goal-setting getaway. Later this month, Gray Training Solutions will host its 2025 Resolute Goal-Setting Workshop. Dr. SallyAnn Gray is the Chief Executive Officer of Gray Focused Training Solutions, LLC. She joins us now with more on the event. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And Happy New Year.
Same to you.
A lot has changed since we spoke last year about this same event.
Yes,
you earned your degree.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Dr. SallyAnn Gray.
And that's what this conference is all about.
Yes.
Setting your goals and reaching your goals.
Yes.
And that was one of your goals.
It was. You know, for someone who was given away at a very young age, 3 months old, I was diagnosed with ADHD. I was kicked out of high school in my native Jamaica. I was one of the people that teachers and educators wrote off, right? That I would never amount to anything and that I wouldn't achieve anything. And that was something that was very painful for me in my latter teenage years going into my early 20s. And once I went through therapy to fix myself and heal myself, I recognized, Sal, that was a painful time in your life, but how can you use that pain and propel you into purpose? How can you use it to push you into purpose, to be more, to become more? So I had a decision to make. I could stay stuck, or I could transform myself and evolve, set goals, and just decide, listen, I'm gonna help other people who feel stuck to become more.
And look at you now.
Yes.
You're a doctor of education.
Yes,
You also work with the Savannah-Chatham County Public School
I
System.
do.
You're a wife, you're a mother, you're an entrepreneur, you're a public speaker,
Yes,
you're an
ma'am.
author. The
Yes,
list goes on and
Yes,
on
ma'am.
and on. So what would you say is the key to reaching your goal?
I would say, listen, we have to, the Bible talks about the fact that hope deferred makes the heart, grow sick. And I believe that we have to look at what it is that will make us hopeful in life. I believe that we have to cultivate a certain set of disciplines for ourselves. I believe that we have to get clear on what our purpose is. I believe that it's important for us to look to the future. I believe that life is service. Right? And how is it that I can use the things that I have been through to serve the community, to serve the world, to make it better than I came and found it, right? We want to leave the world a better place.
We certainly
literally.
do. Yes.
And so, literally, right? And so my goal, part of my purpose is to inspire other people, encourage them to be more and achieve more.
And we just saw some pictures from last year's
Yes.
event. This is your second year doing it. You'll have speakers and
Yes.
networking opportunities. Tell us about some of the panelists and some of the main speakers of this event.
Okay, so our keynote speaker is Keywan Drayton.
We know Keywan.
We know Keywan, right? He's a local Savannah native, a friend of my husband and I. He has been someone who I've observed since moving here from Jamaica, who has been making great strides. He is someone who knows how to use limited resources and do a whole lot with it. And so I believe that the participants can learn a lot, because sometimes people have goals and they have these grandiose ideas, but the resources are small. And so how can we move participants through the idea of achieving a really big goal with really small resources? And so Keywan will speak to that. We also have the director from Members First Credit Union, who will be helping people with their financial goals, fixing credit, repairing credit, purchasing a home, investing in stocks and bonds, things of that nature. I also have Pastor Randy Joyner, who will join us and talk about how do you move to a new area and start a great big vision, which is something that he did. And then I have a number of other persons on the panel who will help us with how do I grow professionally and achieve more? Because entrepreneurship is not necessarily for everyone, right, Kim? Everyone won't start a business. Some people are okay with just being in their professional role and wanting to have an understanding of how do I move from level to level to level within this organization so I can actualize my fullest potential.
So we're talking about a jam-packed day. Let's let people know how they can register, because registration is underway right now.
Yes, ma'am. So they can register on Eventbrite. So if they just go on Eventbrite right now and look for Resolute 2025, it will pop up. They can go to my Instagram page, which is SallyAnn Speaks, and click the link in the bio. It's right there. And so they can, just access tickets through Eventbrite.
And here's the information on your screen. It is Saturday, January 25th, 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Registration begins at 10:30, promptly at 10:30.
Promptly.
Is at Crosswinds Golf Club, and that's located on James Blackburn Drive. For more information on Resolute 2025, visit our website at wsav.com/Resolute 2025. We made it easy for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. I appreciate you.